Giles Evan watched the reading spike from within the bubble that enshrouded a quarter-mile section of the city of Avalon. He hoped to be able to install a third beacon on his own side of the bubble, but taking such steps seemed to depend on his being able to merge it into it. However, he had already stabilized everyone within Avalon, making it impossible for any to enter. "I think I can help find a way for you to temporarily communicate with those trapped in there," said the voice of Silent Blink, an alert activist that lived in Atlas Central. The two had been exchanging ideas ever since the Moth had called to check on the happenings within the Hollow. "There may be an issue with that," he replied, over the data filling the screens in his laboratory. "There was just a massive surge of power near the arena. Someone must have used potent magic. Were Shiguma or Brave capable of such feats?" "Shiguma's sword is a literal eldritch blade," Blink replied. "If she were to use it in combat, it would generate a decent amount of magic here. If the fabricated hollow reflects true instances of disturbance, then that amount of energy would be astronomical. Did any damage show up on this end? I have a team investigating, but since they are having trouble getting to the location, I am fairly certain the damage done there is reflecting here. A few calibration arms were destroyed recently, pretty much confirming this." "I'm reading a rather large magical construct of some sort also in the area," Blink said. "I would have your teams retreat and only observe. That larger creature is going to play havoc with your tech in that sector. Any idea who or what it could be? No cameras seem to be working in that area." "Ah! Let me switch to some of the rune-based scrying cameras," Giles said, touching an old CRT screen lightly. In moments, the image of a large creature with crooked limbs seemingly comprised of tree bark, stone, and energy loomed in a hallway, tearing a hole through the floor. "What is that?" "Evacuate the sector of Avalon," Blink shouted. "That's an ancient. That's the creek. Get everyone far from it. One touch will cause a person to rot from the inside out." Two buttons sent alarms blaring throughout all of Avalon. Heroics were alerted. The watch was roused. Civilians began retreating to safety of sections designated for such an instance. With the push of a third button, Professor Giles Evans activated his latest creation. A technological coffin opened to reveal a being with long strands of cables for hair. He only hoped she was ready. And with that, I will see you all in the near future, and thank you for listening.